Hi everyone, today is day 7 of the 30-day meditation challenge, and for today I'm going to go back to an exercise we did on day 2. And for that we sent a orb of light down through our bodies and through our chakras, trying to figure out where those resistance, where we could feel resistance or discomfort. And so we're going to send that orb on down through to our root chakra and then back up all of our chakras, and we're just going to figure out where we need to do some healing and some work. And then what I'm going to show you is once we find those areas, in fact I'll show you that now so that we don't have to interrupt our meditation, but when we find those areas that have resistance or kind of they feel thick or like they just don't flow well, what we're going to do is put our hands in front of our chakras. So you've got one, your root chakra is kind of like right in front of your pubic bone. The next chakra up is kind of right just below your belly button. So if you kind of put your hands on your belly and just so you could feel your belly button, like right above them. And your next one is between your chest cavity and your belly button, so kind of just above that belly button a little bit. And then, so that was your third chakra, and then we're going to do your fourth chakra is right in front of your heart. Your fifth is right in front of your throat, so you want to be, like where your throat dips down and your collarbones come together, so you're right in front of that. And then we've got our sixth chakra is our forehead. It's like the third eye, if you will, so it's our forehead. And then our seventh chakra is at the crown on the top of our heads. So we're going to make sure that that orb goes down all the way through all of those chakras and back up so that we can find out where that resistance is. And then once you find that resistance, I want you to place so for the purpose of a demonstration, I'm going to put my hands on my heart chakra. And I'm going to together move those hands in a counterclockwise motion. So if you're looking at yourself, okay, that's where you would put a clock facing outward would be the clock. So I don't want to move to my left, because if the clock is facing outward and you were looking at me, then you would be moving in that would be a clockwise motion. So I'm actually going to be holding my hands together and first moving towards my right shoulder. And that's when I'm moving in a counterclockwise motion. This counterclockwise motion helps pull out any toxic energies or anything that's been sitting in our systems for a while. And this can take some time, and you could actually feel a little bit of discomfort. And you can always stop this motion if you do feel discomfort or anything feels uncomfortable. If you start to get headaches, or the headaches actually can be quite common when you do this kind of work because of all the toxic energies we're moving through, and it's trying to just send it out of our bodies. But we want to move in a counterclockwise motion above our chakras. We're going to do this for a few minutes, and that will help. It actually creates a magnet within our hands. We kind of draw this energy out. And then once we're finished with that, we want to shake off our hands really well. You can brush them off. Just make sure you brush them away from you, okay? So we want to brush that energy off of our hands. Get rid of it, shake it out, get all that energy off of our hands, and then we're going to go back, and now we're going to move in a clockwise motion to rebalance that energy. And we need to do this for another minute or so to just rebalance that energy. Now, when you finish with whichever chakra you're on, you can move to another one, or depending on time, I may just stop at one for this time. And we can always repeat this exercise, and maybe we'll come back and do it again tomorrow. So we're just going to work on probably one chakra for today. And otherwise you can move from chakra to chakra to do this. And you can do this to all of your chakras every day. Anytime that you can rebalance and clean out your chakras, it's actually kind of a cumulative process. Your body will feel the difference. You will feel the difference. So If you're ready to get started, we're going to start with our feet flat on the floor. We're going to take a few deep breaths. Close our eyes. Imagine that orb of bright white light, pure love and energy above the crown chakra. And as you're breathing, just allow it to sink gently down into your body. Allow it to move down through your crown, third eye, throat, orb of light to move all the way down to your root chakra. Reaches your root chakra. Allow it to flow back up through all of your chakras, up through to your crown. Just notice any areas of resistance. Anything that feels congested. areas that have resistance or congestion, feel free to place your hands over those chakras. Begin to move in a counterclockwise motion. Take that energy that you've collected in your hands and shake it out. Shake it off your fingers. Wipe it off your fingers. Push it away. Shakes it out some more. And make sure all that's gone. And place your hands again over the same chakra. And this time we're going to move in a clockwise motion to rebalance that chakra. do this with one hand and rest the other. I just find it to be more effective and more powerful when I do it with both, but you can always switch and do it with one if you can't hold up both arms for that long. Breath. Okay, you can shake those hands out again. Get rid of that extra energy. Shake it out. Place your hands back comfortably and just sit. Relax for a few minutes and see how that feels. So place your third eye in that space, or focus your attention into that space that you just cleared, and see how it feels. Just open your eyes. So as you can imagine, you won't necessarily clean it completely, depending on how long some of that energy has been sitting there in your chakra. So you won't necessarily clean it completely the first time. This is something you can go back to and do several times. You could do it every day. It's good for your body to have this done regularly. So feel free to reuse this exercise to work through some more of your chakras and to continue going back to the same one that you just did. For me, I can feel it feels a lot lighter in my heart chakra than it did before, so that feels really good. And this is also a very energizing thing. So if you do this first thing in the morning, you can spend some time on each of your chakras, and it is very energizing, and it'll get you going in the morning too. So I encourage you to repeat this exercise and try it again in different areas, different times of the day, and see how you feel. All right, I'll see you tomorrow.